In this video, you'll learn how to add new wounds in our Home Health Wound Manager feature. Physician orders must be present in the Wound Orders profile before adding new wounds. If you're in an OASIS or non-OASIS assessment, you will always see the Wound Orders profile button. If you're in a visit note, you will see a physician order button in the same location as the Wound Orders profile button. If you're transitioning to the Wound Manager from the old wound worksheet, your previous orders have automatically been moved to the Wound Orders profile page. Let's add new wounds. First, select Add Wound Location. The anatomical figure is now active and the flowchart at the top will walk you through the steps. Click on the desired position of the figure, front, back, right, left, or feet, and then select a body part. You may also select Cancel at any time. Next, select the anatomical location. The flowchart at the top indicates you'll need to enter details starting with a photo. If you're on a tablet or a smartphone, you can take a photo or select from your photo gallery. If you're on a laptop, you'll be prompted to attach the photo from a file. From here, you can delete the wound or edit the location. If you delete the photo, you can start over. Edit will take you back to the anatomical location list. Tooltips also make it easy to understand in more detail how to document the correct information. Now add an additional location, if indicated, to identify a more precise location of the wound. This is especially helpful when there is more than one wound in the same anatomical location. If there are no further descriptors needed, select Not Applicable. Next, enter the onset date. This date may be the visit date or the reported date as indicated by organization policy. The onset date defaults to current date in the system. Present on admission. Here, you will select Yes if the wound is identified at the start of care, and No if the wound originated later. Lastly, select the type of wound and tissue injury level. You may use Other for all wounds not listed in the drop-down. Now, as per our flowchart, it's time to associate an order to the wound by clicking Select Wound Order. You will be taken to the Wound Orders Profile Unassociated Orders page. From here, you have a chance to edit the order one last time before associating it to your wound. You may also delete orders from this page. To associate the order to the wound, click Associate. Because this information will flow to the plan of care and all future notes, please be careful to ensure all the information is correct before associating the order to the wound. Once the order is associated, it will flow back to the wound tile in read-only mode. In addition, the wound orders will also flow to the Treatment Performed section and must be edited. You will need to change the treatment performed verbiage to past tense, such as performed, cleansed wound, applied, and covered. Take care to read the verbiage and ensure you enter the correct information because this section will be read-only once a wound is created. For compliance, it will flow to all subsequent visits and can only be updated with a new physician order. Once treatment performed is completed, the Create Wound button will light up to indicate the ability to add the wound. Once the wound is created, it cannot be deleted. It can only be deactivated. Check your orders and treatment performed documentation one more time before selecting to create the wound. Once Create Wound is selected, the wound is automatically assigned a number. A red dot will mark the location on the anatomical figure. It will be purple when there are multiple wounds in the same location. And the wound will also be added to the wound list on the far right. Your wound has been added, and now you can document the wound assessment or enter more wounds. It's vital to add all your wounds on the date of your visit. You can learn more by watching the training on late documentation.